The biggest lie that you have ever been told is that Megumi Fushiguro is a fraud. Another big lie that you have been told is that Megumi is a potential man. Now this one has a little more weight to it, but it's still very off base. A potential man is someone who's given all the chances, but still never shows up. Someone like Rock Lee, someone who shows great potential, is given infinite chances, but never really shows that they're worth that potential. Megumi is different in that sense because he's not given all the chances. In fact, the author is actually writing everything against him and giving him the least chances possible to display the potential that he's shown, which is why I wouldn't consider Megumi a potential man. Throughout the story, Megumi is just given the worst hand possible. His mom dies, he's left with a deadbeat, that deadbeat dies, a person picks him up to take care of him, that person gets sealed, and then the only person that's left in his life, which is his sister, gets taken over, leaving him with literally nothing. So I don't know why people are so hard on Megumi when this guy has the worst hands dealt to him ever. So in this new branch of philosophy, which I coined Megumi Apologetics, we're going to be going through the arcs of JJK and truly determining if Megumi is a fraud or not. Alright, the first arc, which is called the Cursed Womb arc, Megumi's performance is extremely disappointing. Actually, no, scratch that. Megumi's a fucking fraud in this arc. He's completely embarrassing. He tries to help Yuji get the finger out, and then he gets fucked up by a grade 3 curse and literally does nothing in the first half. So Yuji has to fucking pop the finger just to help his ass out. And then when we go to the prison, the actual curse room, this guy gets his fucking shit completely destroyed. Like, he just gets his fucking dogs fucked up, and then he has to run away like a little bitch. Now, where he shows a tiny bit of promise is in the Sukuna versus Megumi fight, where they clash a little bit, not really. He just gets his ass completely handed to him, and then he gets forced to, fake summon Maharaga until Yuji gets back. However, I did find that moment cool, where Megumi is, chanting the thing. I guess we see a little bit of promise in him right there. So that's his first gleam of promise, but outside of that in this arc, his performance is extremely disappointing and actually pathetic. Alright, now we have the Mahito fight arc. He's not really in this arc, so we can just skip it. Now we have the Kyoto Goodwill arc, where we really start to see shit go for Megumi. His first fight against Toto isn't really the best, but even towards the end, that's where we see, Megumi's not a bad fighter by any means. It's just his mindset that's really blocking him. And where we really see him pop off is against Kamo. This fight against Kamo was actually probably my favorite fight in that arc, because Megumi shows oh, he's that nigga. He's like, I'm not playing around no fucking more, bro. He throws out his little Shikigami, he runs around, he does his little thing. And then where he pulls up and does the fucking Max Elephant, oh my god, that shit was so cool. When I seen that shit the first time, I was actually hard, bro. I was hard. I was erect. That shit was tough as fuck. He does the Max Elephant, he blows his ass out the fucking shit, and then he throws the Nue at him because he knows the water's already on him, and which stings him with lightning. And then he pulls up, he gets close range, and then fucking Hanami just ruins everything, I know if Hanami did not pull up, Megumi was beating the shit out of Kamo. I don't care what nobody fucking says. Now on to the death painting arc. This is the start of Megumi's generational run of just absolute toughness. This is when this nigga realizes, okay, nobody's about to fucking play with me. I'm strong as shit. And it shows in that fucking special grade fight. He's getting his ass whooped because he still has that same mindset from before, where he's fighting to run away. In that way, Megumi's actually like Killua now that I think about it. Where Killua had the fucking Illumi shit in his fucking head, where he was fighting to run away, even though he's actually strong as shit. Megumi's kind of that way. He has a mental block stopping him from actually being strong as shit. But then this is the arc where that mental block completely just comes the fuck off and he goes fucking crazy. He's fighting the special grade. You know, and he's getting his ass fucking handed to him. I can't lie. He gets his shit beat into that wall. He's about to summon Maharaga. And he's like, nah, fuck that shit. And he pulls out his domain. He's a first year. Who else do you see pulling out their domain as a first year? Please tell me. Don't mention who. Please don't talk about you. Please don't make me fast. Please. But yeah, then he beats the shit out of the special grade. And that's pretty much it for the arc. Because, you know, as everybody knows, using your domain, if you're not Gojo or Sukuna, basically fucks you. Like, you can't do shit after using your domain. Alright, obviously we're gonna skip the irrelevant Gojo arcs because Megumi is a toddler. And we go into the Shibuya arc. Now this is where I see a lot of people saying he's a fraud. Like, I think the start of the Potential Man allegations really originated around this area, which I don't understand because Megumi's performance in this arc is absolutely amazing. I think he had one of the best performances in this fucking arc. So, you know, we have the 2v1 with Yuji. Very solid stuff, you know, he does what he needs to do. I forgot who figured out his technique, but either way is they handed his ass to him. They beat him, right? And then they separate from that. And then we have Dagon. So if Megumi does not pull up in this case, Nanami, Maki, and the fast nigga are all completely dead. All of them die in this case if Megumi does not pull up. Now, 2 of them ended up dying anyways, but they would have died right there, and then Dagon would have ended up running a 2v1 or whatever the case is with another spirit. So Megumi is responsible for saving these guys, right? And then after fucking domain clashing with disaster grade curse spirit, mind you, and we know your domain expansion fucking kills you, it burns you the fuck out. He's running the ones with Toji and surviving basically. So he's surviving ones with Toji. Please get that into your fucking skull. After using his domain, right? And then he gets impaled, you know, Toji kills himself. We all know what happens. But he survived ones with Toji after using his domain. So he's still burnt out from his fucking domain. And he has a fucking rod impaled through him. So I don't know why people are making fun of this guy for losing to Haruta. Anybody in that situation is fucking losing to him. There's nothing you can fucking do. You just use your domain and you ran ones with like a top 20 in the verse. There's nothing you can do. So instead of just laying down there and dying, he decides to go out in a, you know, pretty reasonable way by summoning Maharaga. He's gonna fucking die anyways, so he might as well just summon Maharaga. People get mad at him for summoning Maharaga here. What do you want him to do? The alternative is to fucking just die and do nothing. So he'd rather just die and actually benefit everybody else. So clearly he made the right decision here to summon Maharaga. I blame all those other fucking commentary JJK YouTubers because they always cover JJK in the most mind-numbingly fucking annoying way ever. It's entertaining, yeah, but they just spread fucking their own agendas about certain characters without actually looking about what happens in the actual show. So as for Megumi's performance in this arc, completely phenomenal. Of course he was out of his depth, but literally everybody was, so who cares? Alright, now we have his favorite performance of mine, which is the most recently animated Culling Games. You know, he starts off with his fight with Kirara, and he's completely responsible for them winning, you know, which is just another testament to the GOAT. And then we go to his performance in the actual Culling Games. As soon as he drops in, he's already on fucking timing. He sees Remy, you know, she tries to fucking attack him, and then of course it's all off screen, but we assume he punches the shit out of her. That's why she's on the fucking ground, right? And then she leads him to the Reggie-Star gang. And as soon as this guy realizes, oh, I've been fucked, he does not hesitate to fucking throw hands. You know, he punches the shit out of that fucking claw guy. He chokes the shit out of the claw guy. And then he goes completely cold. He fucking bashes that nigga's skull in and gets the point. Like, this is what I really wanted to see more in the story. Like, a character that's not necessarily a fucking good guy, because that's really who Megumi is. Megumi kind of reminds me more of like Kurapika. Someone that will do anything to get to their fucking goal as long as it's helping someone they love. That's who Megumi reminds me of. Yuji's not doing this shit. Yuji's not fucking chokes the shit out of the fucking claw guy. You know, he gets him down and he fucking bashes his skull in. Like, he's not fucking here to play. He's about his sister. That's really why I like Megumi. Like, we need a character that's like morally gray, kind of. They don't care about other people as long as they can get to that fucking goal of helping someone they love. Megumi kind of reminds me of Kurapika in that sense. That's why I fucking love him so much. Yuji's not fucking killing nobody for fucking points. That's what I know. Right? And so after he bashes the skull and they get down, the other two pussy ass niggas face him and they're like, oh, we're about to fucking jump your ass, you better be ready. And then Takaba fucking jumps in, saves his ass, and then he gets that 1v1, which is what Megumi needs. So, you know, Megumi's playing a little bit of passive, you know, because he's a Shikigami guy, which is how they should be playing usually. He's playing a little bit of fucking passive. He's luring Reggie's ass in, and then they get to that fucking gym, and he's like, oh, I fucking lied, by the way, nigga. He pulls out that domain, and then he just wallops the shit out of him. And then Reggie, you know, he pulls out the fucking house with his fucking stinking ass, and then he thinks he's about to win, and then he gets that ass fucking tricked. He gets that ass sliced. And then after his pussy ass loses, you know, he's still a sore ass loser. So he puts a curse on Megumi. And that one meme that goes like, whoever's been praying on my downfall, you know, it's been working. Yeah, that shit fucking works. That shit completely works. No spoilers, by the way. Just letting you know. But yeah, that's as far as I'm going to cover for Megumi. You guys have been fucking lied to. He's not a fraud. He has one fraudulent arc. He's just put in the worst fucking situations ever, which makes it look like he's a fraud, but he's not. I don't really want to cover the manga because, number one, a lot of people haven't read the manga. And number two, that's really the start of his decline, I would say so. So that's why I didn't really want to get into it. But yeah, Megumi's not a fraud. If you think he is, fuck you. Stop with the potential memes. They're not funny. Have a good day, guys.